Thanks for joining us on Simple Homesteading today. We're going to take a quick run around of our garden and give you an update on how things are coming with our tomatoes and our beans and some of the other areas of the garden, and just to kind of give you a report, especially on the new hybrid tomatoes that we put in this year, to let you see how they're going. So join us today and let's take a look at our garden. Now, as you take a look at our garden, our tomato plants especially, you'll see that one of the things that we're really struggling with this year is tomato blight. This came on early, and we tried getting a fungicide down on it as soon as we noticed it, trimmed off the old leaves, but alas, we really struggled. Talking to a much more experienced gardener who's been gardening for 60 plus years, stated that probably what ended up happening was we just didn't get on it fast enough and get after it with a fungicide, and so therefore it just locked itself in and really did a number on our tomato plants. And so because of that, our production is way down this year. We're actually glad that we didn't give away a lot of our tomato plants, because without it, I don't think we would get half of what we wanted. And so what we're going to do this year is we're going to take this dirt, and instead of trying to work with it, we're going to get rid of it, and we're not going to waste it. We actually ended up having a large water problem in our backyard, had to put in new tile, and we need to fill in a whole low area out here in our backyard. So what we're going to do is we're going to take that dirt and we're going to treat it, we're going to lay it down out here, and we're going to end up just replacing the dirt replacing the dirt with new dirt next year. We're also, because these are cloth bags, we're going to end up having to treat those bags also, because I really don't want to end up wasting these bags. All right, let's talk about some of our tomatoes. Our Sungolds are doing pretty good this year. Again, not as prolific as they usually are, but we still can't eat them as fast as they produce. Really happy with these. These are my wife's favorite. We had another type of golden cherry last year, and she really didn't like them as well. The flavor was different. They were a little smaller. They were about the size of a marble, and she just really loves these Sungolds, and so very happy with these. These are the new mortgage lifters. Now, we haven't tried one of these yet, and we just took one inside. They don't ripen to a deep red. They stay this kind of pinkish color. And so what we're going to do tonight is slice one of these up, eat it, and give you kind of a taste test on what they're like. So these are getting really close to being ready to pull. Again, we see more of these over here. Really happy with these. I was just wondering kind of how well they would have done if we didn't have such a big problem with tomato blight. Romas, not too bad. Again, because of the tomato blight, we really are struggling with production this year. But here's what I want you to notice. I'm going to take you over and show you the super sauce. Now, look at the size of these two Romas in my hand. If you remember, the super sauce are supposed to be about 5 inches tall and 5 inches across, and supposedly one tomato is to do 1 pint of sauce. So let me go over really quick to been working in the garden, so I got stuff all over the place. We just don't leave it out everywhere. We try to be neat gardeners, and we're going to show you what these look like. Now, I don't know if you can see this yet already, but look at the size of that Roma. I mean, I'm going to try to get my hand back there. Do you see how big that thing is? Absolutely huge. This is the same way. Absolutely huge. It's a monster of a tomato. We've got another one behind it that's just as big, if not bigger. These are not producing as much, but yet you see them coming on. We're going to get these watered. And again, I think a lot of our problem this year was with the tomato blight. We have some more of our Sungolds. You might be able to see just a different view or a different angle of this, of just how big those tomatoes are. And then some of our regular Better Boy slicers, some more Romas. Let's take a quick look over here with our Better Boys. Again, production is down, but as far as quality, of fruit. Just again, a very, very good tomato. Very happy with it. Always a favorite of ours. In some of our other videos, we showed you some of the pickles we've been getting off of our pickling cucumbers. Absolutely love these things. Absolutely love them. Matter of fact, they're not only good for pickling, they're just good for plain old eating. Our youngest grandson loves to eat grandma and grandpa's cucumbers. And so we've been giving these away because we've canned just about as much as we want when it comes to our cucumbers. And now we're just eating them, and we can't eat them fast enough because they're just producing like crazy. We're kind of happy with our zucchini. We actually have gotten zucchini this year. We've got more zucchini coming on, but right now the zucchini, you'll see some down here. The zucchini is basically just keeping up with us fast as we can eat it. We love to eat grilled zucchini. And so just about the time that the plants produce something, we pull it, we slice it, we marinate it in oil and sea salt, put it on the grill, and it's gone. It's gone. Beans. Let me tell you what we're doing different with our beans this year. Usually after the first first round of beans have exhausted themselves, we pull all the plants, we amend the soil, and we replant the boxes. However, we have gotten so many flowers on these plants that what we're going to do is we're going to give it another shot again this time, and we're just going to see how well the fruit produces. We left our beans in the garden one other time to do just exactly this, but the quality of the fruit and the quantity of the fruit was so poor that we said, you know, we're just never going to do that again. I know a lot of people do. They just let their beans go in and produce after that first round, but we've never really had any luck with that, possibly because we do it in raised beds rather than just straight into the ground. But we're going to see what happens. We don't have a whole lot of hope for this box. If you remember, this very first box on the far edge here really struggled to begin with. We had to do a lot of nursing to get it to back to where it needs to go, but it seems like this end box and this middle box now have come on really strong with flowers. There are lots and lots of flowers all over the plants. So what we're going to do is we're going to amend this with our molasses water mix, and that 1 to 2 tablespoons of unsulfurated molasses into a gallon of water. And when your bean plants or any other plant that flowers and fruits, when it is flowering, if you put on a gallon of that a week, it really does help your plants stay healthy, and also it helps your plants just produce a really nice fruit. And so again, we're going to be doing that real soon. I'll leave a link below in the description to our video that talks about how to do that, and you can see how those things turn out. And then really quick, I don't know if you can see all the way over there, we have late season potatoes. We've got 90 and 100-day potatoes. They look kind of bleh, but that is because they're coming to the end of their life. Probably in about another 2 to 3 weeks, we'll be ready to dump those bags and buckets over, and we'll take a look and see what we ended up producing. And then let me give you one more shot. We're going to go all the way over there to our watermelon plant that we put in a bag this year. Because of what we're doing different with the backyard, we took out our vining area where we put our vining plants, and we said, you know what, let's at least try to maybe experiment a little bit and put a watermelon plant in a bag, and let's see how it does. So just hang in there with me really quick as we walk on over, trying to stay on top of the midsummer weed season. And see how those are looking a little rough, but it's not because they're diseased, they're just coming to the end of their life. Lynn's herbs are doing very well. Got some good rain over the last several days, and so our rain barrels got filled back up. All right, kind of excited. We really didn't think we would get anything out of these, but look at there. Got a watermelon there, we've got a watermelon over there, and we've got a watermelon right there. So we're looking forward to what we might get out of these bags. Again, just a quick update on our garden and how things are going. We just thank you for being along for the ride here with our life at Simple Homesteading. If you liked the video, hit the like button. If you have not yet subscribed to our channel, we would ask that you subscribe, share the video, help us build our community. And if you would like to know when a new video comes out, just go ahead and make sure that you hit the little bell button there in the bottom, and it'll notify you when the next video is posted, so you can stay on top of the new things that we share on a regular basis. Again, thanks for being with us here today on Simple Homesteading. You guys have a great day.